morning and welcome to Mindful Movement with AARP Alabama. I'm your host, Margie Curry, and today's session is with yoga instructor Becca Impello. Everyone, we want to remind you that AARP is empowering people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization with more than 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate on their behalf, all of them, without regard to politics. Since the pandemic began, AARP Alabama has continued to provide opportunities for people that want to stay engaged from their home. Mindful movement provides an opportunity for you to keep moving in the safety of your own home. Becca, are you there?
Good morning, Margie. I'm here. I'm ready to share some yoga, some mindful movement through yoga with you and everyone watching today.
Well, we're just so delighted to have you this morning. Can you tell us a little bit more about what we'll be working on today?
Yeah, for today's session, I thought we would focus on strength. We're going to be working on strength of body, of course, but also strength of mind and strength of spirit. And yoga is really a great tool for combining those things. When we do things with mindful attention and awareness that are good for our body and make us feel capable and make us feel strong, that strengthens our spirit as well and develops the capacity of our mind. So that's what we're going to focus on. That's our theme for today is being strong and feeling strong.
Oh, sounds terrific. Folks, remember that before you begin any exercise routine, you should consult with your physician to be sure it's safe to participate. All right, Becca, let's get started.
All right, thank you, Margie. So as usual, when I teach this session, I want everyone to be able to participate regardless of, just how easily you might move or just kind of what your physical ability is. So we're going to have options that incorporate the chair if you want it, if you need it, if it makes you feel safe, if it makes you feel more capable and more strong. Sometimes using some support, such as the support that our community can give us and organizations such as ARP can help us feel more empowered and enabled. So sometimes the chair is going to be that for people practicing yoga. So other people may not really need it. So we're going to do some warming up, some breathing and awareness. And you can do that seated. You can sit in your chair. You can sit on the floor if you would like to. You can sit really just about anywhere that's comfortable for you to sit. And then after a few minutes of warming up, we're going to stand up and we're going to do most of our practice today in standing. And again, like I said, we're going to focus on some of the poses from the yoga tradition that really emphasize strength in the body, but also strength in the mind and strength for the spirit. So go ahead and take your seat. Maybe you're in that chair like I mentioned, or maybe you're sitting down on the floor if you would like to and you're comfortable there. So we're going to take a few moments just to bring our mind and our spirit, let's say our energy, into our body and into our practice so that we can weave all those things together to cultivate feelings of strength and capability. Okay, so I want you just to sit up tall. You can choose to close your eyes during this first portion if you'd like. And I'll just quickly remind you that if anything doesn't feel right for your body, then you can leave that aspect of the movement out or you can skip it altogether. I will try to give you options so that hopefully you're going to find something that does work well for you with each of our movements and each of our poses. All right, so let those hands rest in your lap. Sit up nice and tall and kind of find a line of energy through your spine and right up through the crown of your head. Like you're getting a little help, from above. Something is helping to pull you up nice and tall and hold your body up straight. And then take your breath into that channel. I want you to just sort of imagine that you can breathe and inhale right up the spine to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, try to send your awareness right down into your seat, whatever you're sitting on, and feel real grounded and real solid in your seat. All right, so a few more breaths. Deepen that inhalation as you take these next couple of breaths. Exhale slowly. And we're taking these first couple of breaths just to get a sense, a feeling for our body, our energy. Take notice of anything that your body is telling you right now. Take notice of how your energy feels. Are you awake? Are you alert? Or are you feeling a little tired? You're just checking in. Checking in right here at the beginning gives us an ability to compare when we check in later at the end. And it gives our nervous system some valuable information about what the effects of our practice are on our being, on our body, on our energy. Now I want you to bring your attention, your awareness right to your belly. Okay? And you can put a hand there if you want to. See if you can feel that belly expand a little bit as you inhale. And then on the exhales, I want you to bring that belly in. I want you to squeeze those muscles in like you're giving yourself a little hug right there with your abdominals. Inhale and let it expand out. Exhale, squeeze, hug, draw it in. We're starting to tap into some internal strength, and I want that focus of the mind right there with your body. This is how we train the mind, is asking it to focus on one very specific thing and to stay there for a while. So 3 more breaths, feeling that belly and focusing your awareness on the belly. One more. Big belly breath. Squeeze the belly as you breathe out. All right, now let's just loosen up the body a little bit before we come into our standing, our strength poses. So start with the head. Take a gentle side-to-side turn of the head, right and left. Now we're going to give it a little roll or a circle. So take the chin over towards one shoulder and then drop that chin down and slowly bring it across the chest. All the way to that other shoulder and then bring it through the top. Back down on that shoulder, slowly across the front. This time let's reverse direction. Stay over here on this shoulder, but drop the chin down again. All the way over to that other side, up through the top, and one more circle. All right, head back up. Let's roll the shoulders. So nice, big, slow rolls. When we go slower with our movements, we tend to cultivate a little more muscular action. So we build strength a little bit better when we move slowly. All right, now let's warm up the arms, the shoulders. Take a reach out to the sides and up. And then back down. Again, reach out to the sides as high as you want to go. They don't have to get all the way overhead. Back down one more time, out to the sides. And back down. Now just one arm this time. Bring one arm up. You can hold the side of the chair or place your hand on the ground if you're sitting on the floor and stretch over to the side. Just loosen up that spine. And then bring it back to center. Other arm up. Let's do that one more time to each side. Reach and take a little side stretch. Now this could be small, this could be big. It depends on how your body receives it and what feels right. All right. Now arms out to the side a bit and let's twist. So turn in one direction. You can bring a hand across to the front knee, other arm somewhere behind you. And then release and come back to center. Keep going the other side now. Hand across to the opposite knee in front. Other arm behind you, maybe touching the ground, maybe on the chair. And let's do that one more time. Sit tall as you turn, rotating. You can turn the head as well, looking as far behind you as is comfortable. And one more time, right through the center, twist to the other side. And back to center. Shake it out. Now I want you to shake out each leg. Just kind of kick those feet out in front. Let's give a few circles to one ankle and then the other. All right, now we're going to come up to standing. So we're coming all the way up to standing. Now you can keep a chair handy, or it might be a piece of furniture or a wall if you feel like you want to have something to hold on to at any point to steady yourself, to feel safe, but also to help you feel more strong. So if you feel like that would help you, I want you to have that nearby. We're going to start with something that's from the yoga tradition called the Yoga Goddess or Yoga Goddess squat. Okay, so we're taking the feet a little bit wide. We're going to start with breathing with this one, and then we're going to do some holding and really work on that strong feeling in our body. So we're going to start with a slight bend to the knees and sweep the arms up, straighten the knees. Take a big inhale and then exhale. Just bring those hands down in front of you, and you're sinking into a bit of a knee bend. You decide how low you want to squat. And then reach those arms back up as you inhale, straightening the knees. Exhale, slow, steady, like you're sliding your back down a wall. Sink down. Let's do 3 more of these. Inhale. Reach up, slow, sink, push the hands down, tighten that belly. And you can imagine that you're pushing on something that's giving you some resistance, like you're trying to drive something down into the ground and you have to push hard there. This will increase just the amount of muscle action you're using. If you feel like you don't need to add anything, then you don't have to. All right, now we're going to take those arms out to the side, bend the elbows. All right, we're pulling back with those arms, spreading those fingers, and just making our arms nice and strong. And then I want you to sink down, sit into that Yoga Goddess squat. So if you feel like you want to hold on, you have your chair handy, you take a hand to that chair. Find that length up the spine through the crown of the head so you're up nice and tall. See if you can push those knees out and get a good squeeze in your buttocks. Keep breathing. Every time you find your mind wandering, see if you can bring your mind back. Maybe bring it back to that belly as you breathe in and out. Good. Now we're going to straighten those knees and drop the arms down and just pause for a moment and see how you feel. With strength actions, you may experience a little bit of fatigue from time to time. So that's just something to notice. But just see if doing that yoga squat made you feel any more powerful, any more strong or capable. Next, we're going to do Warrior 2. So there are several warrior poses in the yoga tradition. We're going to do Warrior 2. So we're going to turn the feet a little bit. So I'm turning one leg so that the toes are a little bit in, and the other leg I'm turning so that that knee really points straight out to the side. Okay, so I've got some openness on that hip. So you go as far as you're comfortable going for your hips. Okay, and then we're bending that knee any amount. Okay, and we're trying to make this back leg nice and strong. If you want to hold on to get some stability from your chair, reach out a hand and hold. All right, so active glutes, active legs. And then you can add these strong arms, reaching out horizontal to the earth and stretching out through the fingertips, really elongating those arms and engaging the muscles all the way from the shoulders down to the fingertips. Find that long line up your spine still, right up through the crown of the head. And we're holding this position, but you can come out of it anytime that you need to take a break. Good. Taking 2 or 3 more breaths here. See if you want to turn on the volume. Now, this is your choice. You can turn up the volume in your arms and your legs if you want to work a little bit harder. Or you can also turn it down a little bit if you feel like you've done as much as you need to do for now. All right, take those arms down. Straighten that leg. We're just going to go to the other side. You can still hold that chair, but let's turn the feet. So we're turning that back leg a little bit in, turning that other leg so that the knee points out. Okay, and then you bend that knee as much as you're comfortable bending. Your stance might look different than mine. Remember, you could be shorter stance or you could be much longer depending on what feels right for your body. So let's find those glutes. Squeeze. Find that belly, pull it in, keep breathing. Good, strong legs, maybe add those arms, reaching out nice and long, engaging those shoulder muscles, finding that line up the spine through the crown of the head, and keeping that breath nice and steady. In fact, once we get everything turned on and we're in the position, then it becomes a matter of the mind, right? Can the mind tolerate being here and holding this? Can the mind keep its focus on the breathing? It may be a challenge. Don't worry if you feel like you're not doing it quite all the time. Just keep coming back with your mind. Take another breath. One more breath here. This is that warrior 2. All right. Now, we're going to come back to our yoga goddess or our goddess squat. All right. And we're going to come back into that sit. Open up the knees. You can bring the arms up. If you need to give those arms a break, let them drop to your sides. All right. Nice and strong. Push back with those shoulders up through the crown of the head. Now we're going to go straight from this into warrior 2 again, what we just did. So we'll straighten the arms and the knees, turn the feet the way we did that first time, and come into that yoga warrior 2 position. Strong legs, strong arms, lift up through the spine. Take 2 more breaths. All right, we're coming right back to the center. We're coming right back to the squat. So toes, knees turned out. Sink into that sit. Bend those elbows. Push the shoulders back. Push the knees back. And then we'll go warrior 2 to the other side. Remember, you might be holding on. Maybe you want to hold on just for the transition and then let go. So we're turning that other knee out. Sinking into those legs, reaching out through the fingertips, up through the crown of the head. Good. 2 more breaths holding here. Find your inner strength. It's not just the actions of the body, but it's the tolerance, the patience of the mind, the focus of the attention. All right, back to yoga goddess. One more time, our squat, toes and knees turned out, sit back and down. 2 more breaths. And then let's release it. Walk the feet together and just give everything a little bit of a shake. Release any tension and check in. I want you to notice, how are you feeling? Do you feel strong? All right, now we're going to do a little different sequence that uses warrior 1, similar to warrior 2, but a little bit different, and chair pose. All right, so I'm going to turn sideways just so the visibility is better. You might be able to stay where you are, and if you want that chair for balance, you want it somewhat in front of you this time rather than off to the side. All right, so we stand tall first, up through the crown of the head, down through the feet. Just see if we can find strength right here in the basic standing position, mountain pose. Find that line up the spine, breathe in all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale all the way down to the soles of the feet. All right, now bring the hands together at the heart to start with. And you can push between the hands to create a little strength, a little action in your arms. And then we're sitting back. Okay, so the weight's in the heels, the hips bend, the knees bend, and it's like we're sitting down in an imaginary chair. Now you've got different levels here. You can stay up kind of high with just a small bend in the knees. You can sit down lower. You can get into quite a low squat if you want to, and if you want to hold on to help you stay safe in that stronger, deeper squat, you can do so. Another option is to stretch the arms in front, or to take the arms overhead. Now you're going to start to really feel this in your legs, your thighs, your buttocks. That's where we're using most of our muscles here. Maybe some also in the back body. Now let's come up slowly, strong. Push the feet away, reach for the ceiling. And then exhale, drop the arms down. All right, now warrior 1. We're going to step one leg back. We have one leg forward with a little bend in the knee, similar to warrior two. But now we're facing a little more to the front, okay? Facing the bent knee. All right. So again, strong reach back, squeeze that buttock, lift up on that length through the crown. This knee is bent any amount in front. And then maybe keep a fingertip on the chair if you want, or raise those arms up. If your arms don't feel comfortable overhead, you can take them out to the side, sort of like we did the goddess squat. But let's find strength in this pose. Push down into the ground as you reach up for the sky. Turn the volume up if you want to, engaging a little more action in your legs, your arms, and your torso. Good. Now we're coming back to chair pose. Or really back to mountain pose, sorry. So step up, drop the feet, drop the arms, feet together. And then chair pose, sit back and down. You can take the arms in front, or maybe you keep them at the heart. Overhead is also an option. Good. Again, remind the body that strength that's required here for this sit. And then let's slowly rise up, strong push down, reach up, and release the arms. Warrior one on the other side. So we step back with the other leg, front knee bends. Start to turn on the actions in your legs. So we want to find strength and glute. Push down into the floor. Lift up through that spine all the way to the crown of the head. Find out where you want to put the hands. So they can be overhead, but maybe pressing the hands together in front of the heart is going to make you feel stronger. Okay, you can engage those arms maybe a little more that way or a little differently. So you choose arms up or arms down. Find a position that makes you feel capable. Channel that warrior within you that's ready to take on the day or take on anything that you have going on or that you feel passionate about. 2 more breaths here. All right, and then release it. Step back into mountain pose. We're going to come right back to chair pose. So sitting back. Good, and then slow rise, push through the feet, get up tall, drop the arms down. Let's do warrior one again on each side. So go back to that first side. Maybe you take it a little longer this time. Maybe you try a different arm position. All right, so remember, maybe hands together. You can get a nice strong push into the arms. Squeeze that back glute. Lift up from that belly. Good, and then step it in, coming into chair pose. Good, maybe those hands stay together at the heart. That's the version I'm doing this time around. If you prefer arms up overhead, you could do that. And then stand up tall. Other side, warrior one. So you got that one leg back, front knee bent somewhat. Squeeze that back buttock, lift the belly. Find that placement for the arms this go round. It could be different. It could be the same. Good. And then bring it back in. Now our last really strong position that we're going to do is warrior three. So there are 3 different poses named after the warrior spirit in the yogic tradition, channeling that strength. This one is also a balance pose. So if balance is challenging, you're going to want to stay close to that chair and use it to help you cultivate your strength and be capable. And if you feel like you don't need that chair to hold on to, fine, you get to challenge your balance. So we're going to take 1 foot forward. Make sure you're a little bit away from your chair if you're using it. And we're tipping forward and lifting that back leg up. Try to make it nice and strong. Standing leg is also strong. Fingertips can touch the chair or any piece of furniture or wall, or you could bring those hands together at the heart, maybe pressing the palms together like we've done. Even if you're wobbling here, that's okay. Even the strongest among us have to take breaks and build that strength up. All right, let's try it the other side. So shift into that other leg, lift the back leg any amount. It might stay close to the ground. It might lift up close to the hip. Maybe keep touching, maybe hands at the heart. Another position for the arms is going to be that overhead reach. Woo. And then let's bring it down. Come back to standing and mountain pose and just pause for a moment. Check in. Notice how you're feeling in your body. So we've done a lot of poses that require strength, and we've held them. We've tried to stay in them to sort of cultivate that deeper strength, that deeper capacity in our body, in our mind, in our spirit. Now we're going to take our last few minutes just to sort of wind down, okay? So you can stay standing. You can sit down. You can sit down on the floor if you're comfortable getting up and down from the floor and sitting on the ground or on a cushion. You can sit down in any chair that's handy. So just sit for a moment. We're checking back in. We did this at the beginning. Just to maybe close the eyes, check in and notice how your energy feels. Did that practice we did today make you feel like you had strength, that you had capacity in your physical body, that you were able to focus your mind on the tasks at hand, on the body and the breath? I'm going to finish with a little bit of a mantra meditation, okay? So it's going to be an affirming mantra, meaning that we're going to use positive messages to, again, bolster our own feelings of strength and capacity. This is one of the ways that we can strengthen the mind and strengthen the spirit, along with that strong body that we just worked on. So you can close your eyes if you'd like, or you can focus your attention out in front of you at one spot. And you're going to repeat these mantras either out loud after me, if you're in a space where you can do that, or you can say them silently to yourself, okay? So you're going to say to yourself, I am strong. I am capable. I can make a difference. Let's do that again. I am strong. I am capable. I can make a difference. One more time. Repeat it to yourself or say it out loud. I am strong. I am capable. I can make a difference. Now remember, making a difference looks unique for every person, right? You may be making a difference for yourself in the little things that you're doing to take care of yourself. You may be making a difference for the people in your immediate surroundings or in your neighborhood or in your broader community. And whatever way it is that you are living out your life, I guarantee you that you are capable and you are making a difference somewhere for someone. All right. With so much gratitude, as always, let's take a nice deep breath to finish our practice together. You can reach those arms up and then bring the hands together at the heart. Bow the head and just say thank you to your body for being strong, for being capable. And thanks as always to AARP of Alabama for hosting this mindful movement program. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Fantastic, Becca. Thank you for an awesome session today. And thank you so much for helping us to channel the warrior within.
That's right. Find that warrior today, everybody. Keep it going.
All right. Folks, we dropped the survey in the link in the chat box. So please take a moment to look at it and let us know what you think about the program today. If you have any questions for Becca, please enter them into that chat box also. Here's a quick commercial about what's upcoming events we have.